Bin bam, bin 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 bam, bin 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 bam. Bin bam, bin 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 bam, bin 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shalom Park guests, friends, relatives, everybody who's joining us this evening. Shabbat shalom. I'm Rabbi Bertie Becker, and this is a special Shabbat evening because we go back into Chag Matzot Hazeh, the Passover holiday, tonight. Not that we were out of it and we were still eating matzah, but the in-between days are called Chol HaMoed. They're not the holiday that we have to refrain from doing other things. So those first 2 days and last 2 days we refrain. The middle 4 days we do not. So as of this evening, we're back into Chag. So we'll do a few different melodies. The story will be for Passover. We'll have a little bit of fun and maybe just not everything that we're used to doing on Shabbat so that we don't lengthen the service too much. Page 2 in the Shalom Park Siddur. L'chuneranana l'Adonai nira l'tzur yeshenu Nikadma fanav betoda bizmirot narialo. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose and meaning. May all who hunger find fulfillment. And may we live in such a way that this Shabbat day fulfills its promise to us. Come, let us sing joyously a new song to God. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. I will sing unto God a new song. Yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yiram hayam umlo o. Light is sown for the righteous and joy for the upright in heart. Exalt in Adonai, you righteous, and give thanks to God's holy name. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu laharkot sho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. We greet the Sabbath bride with Lecha Dodi, the bottom of page 6. Ya la 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 Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat mi Kabbalat. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat mi Kabbalat. La 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 Shamor v'Zachor b'Dibur Chad. Ishmiyanu el hamayuchad, Adonai echad, U'shemo echad. L'shem ol tiferet v'liti, la 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 chadodi, Likrat kala. Pnei Shabbat mikabbalat. Kabbalat Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Kabbalat la 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 Likrat Shabbat Lechu v'necha Hi makor habaracha Merosh mikedem nesucha Sof ma'asa b'makshava tehila la 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 Kadodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Kabbalat Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Kabbalat la 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 la. We rise as we are able, physically or spiritually, to greet the bride. Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, kam b'simcha zochala, toch emunei am segula, boi chala la 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 Kadodi, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Kabbalat Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Kabbalat la 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 la. Please be seated. Psalm for Shabbat on page 10. Tov lahodot, it is good to give thanks unto God. Tov lahodot l'Adonai u'lizameh l'shimcha elyon. Hagid baboker chasdecha emunateka balelot yalla la la yalla la la yalla la la yalla la yalla la la yalla la la yalla la la yalla la yalla la la yalla la la yalla la la yalla la yalla la la yalla la la yalla la la yalla la la. Page 12. The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. They shall thrive like the cedars of Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they shall flourish in the courts of our God. In their old age they shall still produce fruit. They are still full of sap and freshness, attesting that Adonai is upright, a rock in whom there is no wrong. Tzadik Adama yifrach yifrach, Tzadik Adama yifrach, Tzadik Adama yifrach yifrach, Tzadik Adama yifrach. Ke'eres belvanon yizkeh, Ke'eres belvanon yizkeh, Ke'eres belvanon yizkeh, yizkeh. Ke'eres belvanon yizkeh, Ke'eres belvanon yizkeh, Ke'eres belvanon yizkeh, yizkeh. Middle of page 13, the call to worship. Again, we rise as we are able. Marchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil bein yom uvein laila. Adonai tzvaot shemo, El Chai V'Kayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim. Page 16. You offered your people Israel everlasting love by teaching us Torah and offering us the mitzvot. Therefore, Adonai, we will rejoice in your love in each age we receive and transmit Torah. In each moment we are addressed by the world. In each age we are challenged by our ancient teachings. At each moment we come face to face with truth. In each age we add our wisdom to that which has gone before us. At each moment the knowing heart is filled with wonder. In each age the children of Torah become its builders and seek to set the world firm on a foundation of truth. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Page 18. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lachtecha v'aderech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha u'kshartam le'od al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha Tavtam amezizot beitecha uvish arecha. Middle of 19. You shall make for yourselves seat on the corner of your garment through the ages. Seat are a reminder to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. We're on page 20. God led us out of Egypt and to the Sea of Reeds, which we then crossed. We came to the other side and said, Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot osefele. Yes, it's to Adir Hu. Ready? Malchutecha ra'u v'anecha bokei hayam lifnei Moshe ze Elianu ve'amaru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Page 22. V'ne'emar kifata Adonai et Yaakov u'go'elo miyad chazak mimenu baruch atah Adonai Gal Yisrael. Help us, God, to lie down in peace and raise us up to life renewed. Spread over us your shelter of peace and guide us with your good counsel. Bottom of page 22. Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Eloheinu l'shalom, Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Eloheinu l'shalom, Ushmo tzeiteinu, Uvoeinu l'chaim u'l'shalom, Ushmo tzeiteinu, Uvoeinu l'chaim u'l'shalom, Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Eloheinu l'shalom, Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Eloheinu l'shalom, Ufros aleinu, Sukkot shlomecha, Ufros aleinu, Sukkot shlomecha, Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Eloheinu l'shalom, Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Eloheinu l'shalom. Page 26. We rise as we are able for the Hatzikadosh to be followed by the Amidah, our conversation with God. Yikadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba v'alma divrah chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye docho beit Yisrael bagala Uvizman kariv v'maru amen. Yehi shemei Rabba mevarach la'olam u'olmei almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal Shemei dekudesha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran balma v'maru amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibur v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot Umevi Goel Livnei V'Nehem L'Ma'an Shemo V'Ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ufoked Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechaye Metim Atarav Lehoshia Morid Hatal Mechaker Chayim B'Chesed Mechaye Metim Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar mi chamocha ba'al gevurot, umi do melech, melech memit umechayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'neman ata, v'hachayot metim. Baruch ata Adonai, mechayeh hametim. Praised are you, Adonai, holy God. Baruch ata Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Vayehulu hashamayim v'ha'aretz v'chol tzva'am, v'yechol Elohim b'yom hashvi'i melachto asher asa, v'yishbot b'yom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa. V'varech Elohim et yom hashvi'i, v'kadesh oto, ki vo shavat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim la'asot. Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu, ritzei v'mnuchatenu, kodshenu b'mitzvotecha, v'tein chelkenu b'toratecha, sabenu mituvecha, v'samchenu b'shuatecha, v'tahel libenu, v'tahel libenu, le'avdecha be'emet, v'hanchilenu Adonai Eloheinu b'ahava u'v'ratzon Shabbat kodshecha, v'yanuchu v'Yisrael mikadeshei shemecha, Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh HaShabbat. When we are overwhelmed by life circumstances, shield us from defeat with your words of promise. And when we are troubled by turbulence in our lives, shield us from chaos and confusion with your reassuring words of Sabbath peace. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Baruch atah Adonai, hamavarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. Praise to you, Adonai, who blesses God's people with everlasting peace. We take a moment for silent prayer. Oseh shalom bimromav, yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'mu imaru amen. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, v'maru amen. So our story today is called Dayenu, or How Uncle Murray Saved the Seder. And it's written by Rosalind Schilder, 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 Aunt Helene finished vacuuming and collapsed on the sofa. I wish we could do something about Passover, she said to Uncle Murray, absent-mindedly wiping her forehead with the dust cloth. No matter how much work we do to get ready for the holiday, it's never enough. You're right, said Uncle Murray as he dusted the cat napping on the piano. Enough is never enough, but I have an idea. Why don't we skip some of the things that we do every year? Great idea, said Aunt Helene. If we get rid of all the chametz and don't buy matzah, it will be enough, said Uncle Murray. So they scrubbed and scoured and dusted and mopped and vacuumed the house from top to bottom. We did a fine job, said Uncle Murray as he searched each room with candle, feather, and spoon. There's no chametz anywhere. And there's no food anywhere, said Aunt Helene. We have to buy some matzah. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we buy matzah and no other Passover foods, dayenu, it will be enough. So they went to the supermarket and piled the cart high with boxes and boxes of matzah. We'll get sick of eating nothing but matzah for 8 days, said Aunt Helene as she unloaded the bags. Maybe we should buy some other food. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we buy other Passover foods and do not invite guests to share it, dayenu, it will be enough. So they went back to the supermarket and loaded their cart with gefilte fish and apples and nuts and sponge cake and eggs and matzo meal and macaroons. So much food and no one to share it with, said Aunt Helene as she put the packages away in her clean cupboards. Let's invite a few guests. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we invite guests and do not have Seder, dayenu, it will be enough. So Aunt Helene and Uncle Murray telephoned their 9 nieces and nephews. They prepared a big dinner, chopped and sliced and baked and cooked all day long. And when the guests arrived, they were seated around the holiday table. Aunt Helene looked at the unlit candles and said, we have to light the candles. After all, it's Passover, and then we can recite the Kiddush. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we start the Seder, but do not ask 4 questions, dayenu, it'll be enough. So Aunt Helene lit the holiday candles and everyone sang Kiddush, and Uncle Murray began to read from the Haggadah. And when they came to the 4 questions, they stopped. We have to ask them, said Adina. I've been practicing all week. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we ask the 4 questions but do not tell the story of the Exodus, dayenu, it will be enough. So Adina got up and sang, Ma nishtana halayla hazeh mikol halelot, mikol halelot. Why on this night? Why is this night different from all other nights? On all other nights we eat bread or matzah, and tonight only matzah. On other nights we eat all kinds of vegetables, and tonight only bitter herbs. On other nights we do not have to dip our foods even once, and tonight we dip twice. On other nights we sit any way we like. Tonight we recline. And when she finished the 4 questions, no one said a word. And then Elliot said, we have to tell the story and find some answers, added Jill. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we tell the story, but do not taste bitter herbs, dayenu, it will be enough. So they began to read. Once we were slaves, and now we are free. But when they came to the part about the bitter life under Pharaoh's rule, they stopped again. We have to taste the bitter herbs, and the matzah, and the harosis, said Lenore, to remind us of our lives as slaves in Egypt. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we taste the special foods, but do not eat the Seder meal, dayenu, it will be enough. So Aunt Helene passed around the bitter herbs and the matzah and the harosis, and everyone said the blessings and had a taste. And then it was time for the Seder meal. We have to eat, said Jonah. Aunt Helene and Uncle Murray worked so hard to prepare everything. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we eat the meal, but do not share afikomen, dayenu, it will be enough. Everyone was so hungry that the delicious food quickly disappeared. And when it was time for dessert, Lori and Judith proudly came forward with the afikomen. We have to eat it, they said. We found it. We have to eat it. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we share the afikomen, but do not welcome in Elijah, dayenu, it would have been enough. So Uncle Murray traded the afikomen for 2 small gifts, and everyone ate a piece of the matzah. And now it was time to welcome Elijah. We have to open the door, said Lori. I think I hear him. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we greet Elijah, but do not sing Seder songs, dayenu, it will have been enough. So Larry filled Elijah's cup and Lori opened the door. Everyone watched to see if the wine would disappear. And then they looked at Uncle Murray. We have to sing songs, said Ronald. What's a Seder without songs? Good idea, said Uncle Murray. We sing the songs, but do not finish the Seder. It will not be enough, said everybody. We cleaned our house of chametz. We bought matzah and Passover food. We invited guests. We asked the 4 questions. We told the story of the Exodus. We tasted the bitter herbs, the matzah and the charoses, and ate the meal and shared the afikomen and welcomed in Elijah. Why not sing the songs and finish the Seder? So Uncle Murray did, and they all joined in. Are you ready to join in? Ilu Hotzianu mi Mitzrayim, Hotzianu mi Mitzrayim, dayenu, 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 dayenu. Ilu natan lanu etatorah, natan lanu etatorah, dayenu, 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 dayenu. Ilu natan lanu etashabat, natan lanu etashabat, dayenu, 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 dayenu. Now it's enough. We pause to offer up prayers for healing. If you have someone, say their name out loud, put it into the chat. We, of course, pray for all those who are still ill with COVID-19, as well as all the other things that are plaguing the earth. And we pray also for their caretakers and their caregivers and their families, that they have a healing, not just of body, but of soul and of spirit. Yishabarach Avotenu Avraham Yitzhak Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel V'Leah Hu Yivarech V'Rapeh HaCholim Elna Rifana Elna Rifana La Elna Rifana Elna Rifana Elna Rifana La. Again, Elna Rifana Elna Rifana La. Elna Rifana Elna Send those thoughts of comfort and healing out into the community, throughout the state, the country, around the world, and up into the heavens. We rise as we are able, physically or spiritually, on page 39 for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tei gedula le'yotzeh bereshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam. Va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamelachim hakadosh baruch hu. On page 40, it is up to us to hallow creation, to respond to life with the fullness of our lives. It is up to us to meet the world, to embrace the whole, even as we wrestle with its parts. It is up to us to repair the world and to bind our lives to truth. Therefore, we bend the knee and shake off the stiffness that keeps us from the subtle graces of life and the supple gestures of love. With reverence and thanksgiving, we accept our destiny and set for ourselves the task of redemption. V'nemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol ha'aretz b'yom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who have died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own Zikronam Livracha. May their memories be a blessing. At Shalom Park, we remember for the coming week Dorothy Manzo, Helen Fritz, Frances Henderson, Yella Garber, Beatrice Steinberg, Jeanette Keeler, Dolores St. Louis, Harry Ellison, Jeanette Levinson, Yetta Sabul, Wilma Webb, Alta Cohn, James Hackney, Thelma Rodersman, Leonid Sagankov, Philip Ellis, Lev Malach, Ethel Yagoda, Mary Sofin, Marian Brassis Weiss, and Annette P. Johnson. If there are other people that you are remembering, please say their names now out loud or put them into the chat. And again, we remember all those that we have lost through the plague, now and in the past year. Page 45. If you are in a period of mourning, Shiva, if you are in Shloshim, the 30 days, if you are in Shana, the first year, please rise. If it is your custom to rise for those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, please join us. Rise as you are able, physically or spiritually. Page 45. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. Ba'alma di v'ra chirute v'yamlich malchute. V'chayechon u'yomechon. Uv'chaye d'chol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mivarach la'olam ul'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yit hadar v'yit aleh v'yit halal shmeid kudsha v'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran b'alma v'yamru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, v'yamru amen. Oseh shalom b'mamav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, v'yamru amen. May the one who grants peace to the heaven bring comfort to all who mourn. Together we say, Amen. So we pause for a moment to light candles and say Kiddush and Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. In Kiddush, we do the Kiddush for festivals. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol am v'romamanu mikol lashon v'kiddishanu b'mitzvotav V'atiten lanu Adonai Eloheinu ba'ahava Shabbatot limnucha u'moadim l'simcha chagim uzmanim l'sason et yom hag ha-shabbat hazeh v'et yom hag hamatzot hazeh Zaman cherutenu mikra kodesh zecher L'tziat Mitzrayim, Kivanu v'charta, Otanu kidashta, Mikol ha'amim, V'shabbat u'moadei kodshecha, B'ahava u'ratzon, B'simcha u'sason hinhaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh haShabbat v'Yisrael, v'hazmanim. And we say motzi, but over matzah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. It's really dry. Right with you. So I thought we could end with a taste of Passover songs, since that's what the story said. Adirhu, adirhu, yivnei beito v'korav, bimhera, bimhera, v'yamenu b'korov, el b'nei, b'nei ve'abekarov, bachorhu, gadolhu, dagulhu, Hadorhu, Vatikhu, Zakaihu, Hasidhu, Tahorhu, Yachidhu, Kaborhu, Lamudhu, Melechhu, Norahu, Sagirhu, Sagivhu, Izuzhu, Podehu, Tzadikhu, Kadoshhu, Rachumhu, Shaddaihu, Takivhu, Yivnei Beito B'korav, B'mheira, B'mheira, V'yamenu B'korov, El B'nei, B'nei Beit HaBekorov. I said a taste. All right, just a taste. The chorus. Haggadah, Diz Abben Abba Bizreit Sutze, Haggadah, 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 Haggadah. And in case you didn't get to finish a Seder or be at a Seder, the last line of Seder, Lishana Haba'a B'Yerushalayim, next year in Jerusalem, or at least in person with each other. Lishana Haba'a B'Yerushalayim, Lishana Haba'a B'Yerushalayim, Lishana Haba'a B'Yerushalayim, Lashana Haba'a, B'Yerushalayim, 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 B'Yerushalayim. Hag Pesach Sameach. Shabbat Shalom. Have a wonderful end of your Passover holiday, a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you next week.